straight. I can't get it straight. It's doing my head in. I'm testing out a new look. I'm not keen on it though, so you guys will have to let me know what you think. Right then, no joiners just yet, but I'm just going to jump straight into it because I've not got much time. So I'm doing the fire signs. I'm going to start off with Aries, then Leo, then Sag, and because I've got these out slightly later than I wanted to, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a bonus spread. I'm going to show you the energies of the first week of November as well. So we'll do your end of October's, which are from the 22nd to the 31st. I'm still going to stick with that because some of you might be going through these energies now. So, but yeah, I'm also going to throw in a little added extra first week of November, just looking at the initial energies of that week. So let's get started. Hey Bedraina. Hey Marlena. So let's start off with Aries. Aries, what's the energy surrounding Aries for the last week of October? 22nd to the 31st. That wanted to come out. Oh, and that flew out. Okay, you guys. Oh wow, Aries. What the hell? Oh, hello, Ashla. I'm alright, you guys. Aries, hey, Gail. Aries, right, listen to me, right? I have got what look like, on the surface, some really nice cards, but I'm dead reluctant to show them yet until I've clarified. So, can you guys just, trust me? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Tabby. I'm not sure if I like it, if I want to keep it. It's a little bit short for my liking, but, you know, because I did brave the shave and my hair's still growing back, I thought if I go for a short wig, then it won't be such a shock to the system when I start styling my natural hair as it grows. So it's like still at that buff nut Barry kind of stage. Right, let me clarify this spread for you guys so I can show you these cards. Okay. Oh, thank you, Gail. Aries, you guys are so complex at the minute. Right. It's a good job I didn't show you guys the cards before I've clarified them, because I would have got your hopes up, I'm not going to lie. Because like I say, on the surface they look dead nice, but the clarification on them changes things, and I'm going to show you why. So, Aries, we do have this. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. However, I see you guys waiting to do this. Wanting to charge ahead and do this. But then this throws me off. King of Swords reversed. Possible air sign, Aries, that's lying to you, not being quite honest, manipulative, narcissistic even. Excuse me, that's just Clive Skyping me. Yeah, this is someone who's not very, whose words literally cut like a knife, quite literally. This is, okay, I'm just going to say, should you express your love for someone here, okay, and charge ahead with that, you may be met with this kind of energy. Someone who's just not honest with you, who might on the surface tell you they feel the same, but I'm not so sure they do. I do see manipulative behaviour going on here, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. And then this is the one that threw me off slightly. I have the reconciliation card. So someone from your past is returning to your life, and I don't see this being for a good reason. Do you see what I mean? On the surface it looked alright. I have your energy here, Aries, with the Queen of Wands reversed. Now, whoever this person is that you possibly will end up bumping into if you've not already. I'm going to say this person's going to end up bringing the worst out in you. The worst aspects of your character. And when I say the worst aspects, I've got 5 of Cups, so we're looking at more emotional kind of negative aspects. So over-emotional, needy, unstable, clingy behaviour. And then I've got here the Tower reversed over this, and this is your advice. Can we avoid this disaster? So, if you're trying to reconciliate with someone from your past, please bear in mind, Aries, this might not be for the best at this time. Because this person, whoever they are, they're not completely honest. Now, listen, if this doesn't resonate, don't bitch in my comments. Go elsewhere or check out your moon, your rising. All my readings are sun, moon and rising. Excuse me. But yeah, you know what I mean? This is sort of... Oh, thanks, Sarita. This is one of those situations, Aries, where you have to literally trust the situation that's in front of you here, okay? A situation's calling for you to have faith. And if how can I put this? If you're being met with this kind of energy, you just instinctively know someone's not quite honest, or they've not been honest in the past. Why would you want to reconciliate with this person? It does beg that question. You know what I mean? The bottom line to all this is try to avoid disasters this week. That's the bottom line to this series. It looks like you're going to be bumping into someone who has brought the worst out in you from the past. And then with this trust card, I've got the 5 Swords reversed. This, I mean, in the right way position, it's all about choosing your battles wisely with this card, reversed and upright. In the upright, this is about, walking away when you need to. Because someone's just going to sort of keep arguing. They're not going to listen to your side, so we're better to just walk away. In the reverse, this might warrant someone hearing a few home truths. Should you feel the need to give them their own truths. I do see you being too exhausted to do this, though. But I think someone does need to hear the truth in how you made them feel. If someone's really hurt you and been quite spiteful to you in the past, and don't forget, this doesn't necessarily have to be a love-related situation. You know what I mean? This could be anyone that's truly hurt you in the past. And it's about you confronting that head on. Because this person may try to worm their way back, but you'll always revert back to this memory that they brought out the worst in you. And it's a simple case of, do we want to go back? Do we want to go back to that energy of lies, deceit, narcissism, arguments, hot, fiery arguments, hot-headed tempers flaring here? Someone may be coming back to you to express their love, but you need to know to see past this. And like I say, maybe this is the moment that you guys get to actually voice your truth on this, and you know what I mean, actually let someone know just how bad they made you feel in the past. I'm more inclined to go with this. At first I thought, is this you expressing your love for someone? Because you bump into them and maybe we think they've changed. If that's the case, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, then no. Especially if it's an air sign or another fire sign, maybe even Scorpio. Or even Cancer. Just remember, what seems like a loss at first is more than likely going to be a blessing in disguise if you do walk away, because you've still got love in your life, you guys, elsewhere. Or you've got better love coming in for you. Just because 3 cups are spilled doesn't mean to say 2 aren't still standing. That's what that card means. So yeah, just be careful who you bump into from the past in the next week. Let me just take a quick gander at the first week of November for you guys. Let me see. First week of November for Aries. Yeah, I've got here separation, So there's time apart from your partners on the horizon. Let me just quickly clarify that. And this is your bonus spread for the first week of November, Aries. Okay. Some of you, and it don't really matter what sign, because there's been that many in your spread, Aries, but I do have a Queen of Pentacles and a Knight of Wands reversed with the full centre cut off occasionally. I'm still lit up red. I'll just give it a minute. Sorry you guys, I'm back. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm seeing possible earth sign, fire sign, who's flitting in and out, in and out, in and out, not very consistent. And I see you missing an opportunity with this person, but it's a good thing. Maybe we need to put separation here. Maybe you guys do need to part ways if this is the kind of energy that you're facing in the first week of November, Aries. But yeah, I'm seeing separation with either an earth sign or a fire sign because they're not consistent. And I see you putting some distance between. Doesn't necessarily mean a breakup if this is a long-term commitment I'm looking at. This is just someone who's not consistent, who's neither here nor there at that time. You know what I mean? So I do say maybe missing an opportunity is not such a bad thing with this person. So yeah, that's Aries out of the way. Let's have a look at Leo. So energy surrounding Leo for the the last week of October. Last week of October for Leo. 2 there. Past life relationship and unrequited love. So we're delving into the past here, Leo. And deception. Why are we having nostalgia over the past this week? Some Leos are probably going to get a bit of a kick up the backside about letting go. If you don't find this resonates with you, check out your mini rising and go elsewhere. Please don't bitch on my comments. Because, you know, there's going to be other Leos that are actually going through this. So let's show some respect. Because this isn't very nice energy is what I'm pulling up here. So, I have the unrequited. I mean, I'm just going to shout out the signs first, Leo, that you may connect with. So, I have Capricorn and Cancer, possible other fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Right, I have with this unrequited love card, it says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. And then I've got the Ten of Cups with the Moon. So, this is what's hidden under the surface, is emotional detachment, I'm going to say, because usually whenever I see a 10 in the reverse, it's like getting so close to that completion stage and then boom, hitting a dead end, blocking the road, you know what I mean? Hitting a dead end. I think that's what's hidden under the surface for some of you. So if you're wondering why a relationship is stagnant, I'm wondering if someone's either emotionally detached or starting to. If you're wondering why a relationship in the past has ended, this would be the reason. And then here it is, the past life relationship that you've known before, a lack of commitment because someone was a little bit flighty. Knight of Wands, like I say, he is the kind of guy that's just not consistent. You know what I mean? He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. When he's in the reverse, it's usually in a nasty kind of way. Like he literally is using you. But in the upright, it's a little bit more less, should we say. It's the same kind of energy though, just not as nasty. Like, for example, it could be someone that's just not balancing their lifestyle very good, or that it's not intentional that they're in and out, in and out, in and out, but their life circumstances, they can't help it, you know what I mean? And I'm going to say, because there's no consistency here with this relationship, that's why someone's not emotionally attached. That's why this is not panning out. But I can't help it. I've got the deception card. I mean, that still says someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So, yeah, maybe there are lies as to what he's doing with his time. Maybe he's telling you, or she, maybe they're telling you it's to do with work, career, but maybe they're not being quite honest about that. I always say these cards show up the way they do for a reason. Maybe this is what he's telling you, or she's telling you, maybe this is what's really happening, Leo. So, I have here, get out of the toxicity of this situation. Cold bullshit. That's what I would say, Leo, if you're going through this cold bullshit. And then the Five of Swords reversed. Yeah, you can argue. You can argue if you really want. I just don't see this changing, so it does beg that question. Why argue? I mean, I've got no doubt at one point or another this was consistent, because this is the dead block in the road. So at one point this was building up. This was building up to a completion stage. Maybe they have met someone else. Now, I'm not confirming that. Do not take that word for word. I'm just sort of wondering, why would we be so close to a completion stage just to hit a dead block in the road with someone who's not consistent? And deception. You know, you can't put two and two together. So, those are the initial energies that some Leos are going to be facing over this week. Sorry, you guys, it's not very good. But if you find it doesn't resonate, go check out your mini horizon or go elsewhere. It's fine. So, let me see about the first week of November for Leos. Let's see. First week of November for Leos. Okay, I do have it safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You're welcome, Glitter. Let's see. Okay. I do see. Okay, this is nice. This is bittersweet. Right, Leos, if you're recently single, coming into the first week of November, if you do split up from someone who is inconsistent, like we just said, and you do enter the first week of November single, you may meet a water sign, more specifically Scorpio. Could be Cancer or Pisces. Now listen, I've got here the Three of Pentacles. After learning lessons from the past, after correcting your perceptions and learning these lessons, I'm going to say of what to accept and what not to accept in a potential partner, we have the end of the cycle. We're learning the lessons, we have the end of the cycle. This is good. End of the cycle. And what happens when, you know, when it comes to death? Something's got to die so that something new can be given birth to. And what's new that can be given birth to is a new budding relationship with a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I'm going to say more specifically, oops, that dropped. Where is it? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to say more specifically Scorpio because I've got the Death card, which is all about Scorpio. But yeah, I'm seeing here, Leos, that after one phase is ended, another can begin. And maybe even if this is just meeting someone and getting to know them, doesn't necessarily mean a full-blown relationship. It just means, listen, we've learnt lessons that we needed to from previous relationships. We're not going to repeat those mistakes. We've learnt from it. And then boom, we're rewarded, if you like. And the King of Cups for me does depict unconditional love. So this could be a wink, wink, nudge, nudge to say that this could progress into something really nice. So yeah, those are the energies for Leo throughout the last week of October, first week of November. Right, let's have a look at Sag. Sagittarius. Let me see. Sagittarius. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world, Sag. Safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment, Sag. Let me see. I'm just going to clarify these cards. Okay, some of you need to go and see GPs. I do not give medical advice, I'm just saying that flat out, but if I see something that's worrying me, I'd rather say, if you're going through this energy, go see GP. Some of you really do. I will explain why in a moment. Right, I have 3 cards that are really bothering me as far as mental health is concerned. And like I say, I am not a doctor, I am not qualified in the slightest. However, I'm going to say, if any of you connect with these 3 cards, go see GP. I have got flashbacks, bad nostalgia, bad memories from the past biting you in the ass at the minute for some of you. Creating anxieties, tension, late nights, insomnias, things like that, and paranoia. If any of you are having an episode this week, go see your GP. Don't sit on it, don't think everything's alright. Go see your GP. It's as simple as that. KK's getting you kick up the backside. If you are having flashbacks and bad memories from the past, creating insomnia, bad nostalgia, anxieties are off the charts, paranoia, go see a GP and get some help. Right. With this retreat card, it's time to disconnect from the world. Then yeah, if you're feeling a bit down in the dumps, like I say, bad nostalgia over the past, we're waiting for things to change because things aren't very balanced at the moment. Retreat, for some of you, you need to seek medical advice. It is safe for you to love concerning, I'm going to say this is a past situation where I'm going to say paranoia has played a part here, okay, and it's created anxieties, late nights, we've walked away from someone because they stressed us out to the max, things like that. It's basically saying this period is coming to an end. For some of you, you might need help with a GP, but it is saying this period's coming to an end. You will eventually be able to open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So, and then here we've got forgiving and learning for you, Sagittarius. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And Carla, GP, doctor, general practitioner, a doctor. Right, I've got here the devil, so we are engulfed in a toxic situation. Now, this card is not reversed, so I've got no doubt some of you have got some toxicity surrounding you at the minute. The devil is all about self-sabotage, remaining in a stuck toxic situation when you don't have to be. If this is, like I say, mental health I'm looking at, you don't have to stay trapped in your head. You can go get help from your GP, from your doctor, you know, to get out of this, because remaining in it is a form of self-sabotage. But if you're not, and you know you're quite sound of mind, then you know, this is sort of needing to retreat. We're looking back to the past to sort of figure out how we can better ourselves in the future, and we just keep hitting a brick wall because we keep going back to the bad times, you know what I mean? Instead of learning from those bad times and forgiving, learning to forgive, we're staying engulfed in the toxicity of this, and it's riling you guys up here, okay? I'm seeing a lot of anger. We're feeling rejected, not very attractive, not good within ourselves, not confident. That's what the Empress reversed is. By letting your mind slip back to the past in such a way, it's creating a lot of instability. And we also have a lacking clarity here, okay, as to why something went so wrong in the past. That's why we have this Six of Cups reversed, is because we don't understand why it happened. And as opposed to knocking it on the head and saying, you know what, I'm not going to let this fool, this piece of shit, whoever it is from the past, bring me down any further, you're engulfing yourself in all the bad memories, in all the anxieties, in all the paranoia, all the bad feelings about yourself, lack of confidence, rejection, not feeling good enough. We're not letting it go, Sag. And this is such a shame, because it will be safe for you to love again. But you can't get to that level until you retreat and learn to forgive and learn to move past this. That's what this is saying. This lacking clarity, I mean, I always say when it comes to breakups, yeah, it'd be nice to have closure. It'd be nice to know why it went wrong. But at the same time, if it's a circumstance where you know deep down you're never going to find out, why stress about it? Why obsess about it? Why let this lacking clarity deter you from moving? Sorry, you guys. It does tend to crash from time to time, but yeah. So yeah, Sag, maybe if you are struggling with the past, a little bit of professional help might go a long way. Now, for the first week in November, I have the playfulness card, so good. Things are starting to look up. Things are starting to look a bit better. Right, let me see. As to recapture romance, I like in a youthful spirit of fun to shine. I do have the Five of Wands though, so I see some conflicts here. I'm wondering if you're at conflict with yourself. Or with an air sign. Yeah. Right. I have two circumstances here. I have what's really going on and what you should be doing. So if you've got, I mean this could be any sign, but if you've got an air sign from the past that shut you out and you're at conflict, you know, it's like trying to draw blood from a stone. To try and get the truth as to why this person shut you out, as to why something ended. I mean, I do have an indication, so they were withholding information from you, and I'm not sure what information it is, but it led to them shutting you out. In other words, they might not have been completely honest with you. And this is you being at conflict with yourself because maybe you can't figure out why. Now, that's what's actually happening, but what you should be doing is enjoying yourself. Having some fun, allowing you in the spirit of fun to shine. In other words, you should be thanking your lucky stars, because I always say everything happens for a reason, and if this is a breakup I'm looking at because someone wasn't honest with you, but we're not quite sure why, and we keep reverting back because we don't know why and we're feeling rejected, and we absolutely have to know and obsess over knowing why something ended. This is basically here to say some things are better left unsaid. Some things are better to just move forward. We don't have to know the ins and outs of everything. And if anything, you should be thanking your fucking lucky stars because it happens for a reason. And if someone's treated you that badly, why on earth would you want to know why? I wouldn't. I'd think he goes around playing people's hearts, or she goes around playing people's hearts, builds them up and then lets them go without saying why. That person's a piece of shit that, you know, I wouldn't even piss on if he were on fire. You know what I mean? Instead of looking at it from that angle, and instead of seeing this person for what they really are, which is a waste of fucking space and a coward for not telling the truth, and moving on, we're obsessing thinking that you're thinking you've done something wrong, and you fucking haven't, Sag. You haven't. None of you. And these little insecurities and stuff are the work of a fucking narcissist that needs putting in the foot bucket. Some of you need to see a doctor. Some of you need to get your head out your backsides and stop obsessing over fickle pieces of shit that don't deserve your time, your worry, or your tears. Oh yeah, karma will come back and bite them in the ass, because someone will end up ruining them. I always say what goes around comes around. Always. But yeah, this is to say, in that first week of November, can we try to have some fun and try to put this shit at the back of our mind? And if you really, 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 really are struggling, go see your doctor. Because it's not healthy. Yeah. And it's like, a lot of you agreeing with me on this one, you know what I mean? But it's one thing to agree. It's another thing to actually do something about it. And I get it. It's really hard. And even I have them moments where I think, you know what? I know something's wrong. I need to do something about it. But I just daren't. Like, I'm too stuck in my comfort zone. And it takes someone to just walk in and say, you know what, Kay, you're acting like a dickhead. Get off that fucking chair, stop moping, and just do something to take your mind off it. You know what I mean? And believe it or not, it helps. I will say it helps. I have those moments myself, you know what I mean? Where you think, oh God, why did that have to, you know, this, that and the other. And over the years, I've just learned to get stronger, and I've just learned to be like, you know what, I don't have to know. I don't have to keep giving them the time of day, even in my thoughts. And you do. You get over it. You do. You pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, you think, and you have to turn it around and stop feeling bad about yourself because they've made you feel that way. You have to sort of, yeah, it's all about self-esteem. You have to look back and think, well, if that piece of shit could do that to someone, then they are a piece of shit not worth caring about. Everything happens for a reason, you guys. Everything. And sometimes stressing yourself out silly over this stuff, you're just going to dig yourself in a deeper hole. So come on, let's start getting out of this state now. So yeah, I see a lot of you are going through these kind of energies. Oh, hello, Cosmic Lullaby. I'll not say your real name live on air, but yeah. So yeah, I really do hope that you guys get what you need from these readings. I know the Saggies are having it a bit rough. You were having it rough this last week. You know, some of you feeling these energies now as it's happening. But your mantra for this first week in November is this. Let's try and have some fun. Let's try to get out. Let's try to be more positive, okay? Be more playful. Even if you have to put the front on, eventually it'll come naturally. And I can say it. I did it. I did it. So yeah. Yeah, travel. Go to a park, get some fresh air. If you can, get abroad, have a holiday. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Right, and you lot, I'm off. So, I'm going to be back next week for your monthlies. And I wish you all the best in the meantime. And take care. Should any of you want to come to me for a private reading, please do email me. I'll leave it in the description. For the meantime, love, love, love. Take care. Bye-bye.